The Haunting of Eldertree, a Curse Unveiled. In the small village of Eldertree, nestled deep in the forest, a chilling mystery emerged. Several villagers had vanished without a trace, leaving their families in despair. The village was isolated, accessible only by a winding dirt road. Rumors of a curse had long haunted Eldertree, but few took them seriously until the disappearances began. Detective Marcus Hale, seasoned and sharp-eyed, was called to investigate. Alongside him was Lydia Winters, a skeptical journalist eager to debunk any supernatural claims. As Marcus and Lydia arrived, the villagers eyed them warily. The air was thick with fear and suspicion, the once vibrant community now cloaked in an eerie silence. Marcus began his investigation at the village square, where the latest victim, a young woman named Eliza, was last seen. Her friends described her as cheerful, with no enemies. Lydia, meanwhile, interviewed the village elder, Agnes. With a voice trembling with age and worry, Agnes spoke of the ancient curse said to befall the village every century. The curse was placed by an old sorcerer, Agnes whispered. He was wronged by our ancestors. Every 100 years, it returns to claim its due. Marcus dismissed the tale, focusing instead on tangible clues. He visited Eliza's home, searching for any signs of struggle or forced entry but found nothing unusual. Lydia, curious about the curse, visited the village's small library. She found dusty tomes detailing Eldertree's history and the legend of the sorcerer's revenge. According to the books, the sorcerer had cursed the village in anger after being cast out. His curse was to take the souls of the villagers until his revenge was complete. Marcus met with the village blacksmith, who mentioned strange sightings in the forest at night, glowing orbs and shadowy figures that seemed to disappear upon approach. Lydia found this intriguing and suggested they investigate the forest. Though skeptical, Marcus agreed, hoping to find a rational explanation for the strange phenomena. As night fell, they ventured into the forest, their path illuminated by the moon. The woods were silent, save for the occasional rustle of leaves underfoot. Suddenly, they saw a faint glow through the trees. Moving closer, they discovered a circle of glowing orbs hovering above the ground, casting an unnatural light. Marcus reached out to touch one, but his hand passed through it as if it were smoke. Lydia took photographs, determined to capture evidence of the supernatural. They continued deeper into the forest and stumbled upon an old, decrepit cabin. The door creaked as Marcus pushed it open, revealing a room covered in strange symbols. Lydia recognized the symbols from her research. They were protective runes, meant to ward off evil. Why were they here, in this abandoned place? Suddenly, a chilling breeze swept through the cabin. The symbols on the walls began to glow faintly, pulsing with an eerie light. Lydia felt a shiver run down her spine. Marcus found an old journal on a dusty table. The entries were written by a hermit who once lived there. He spoke of the curse and the sorcerer's lingering presence. The hermit claimed to have seen the sorcerer's spirit, wandering the forest, searching for the souls he was owed. The journal ended abruptly, with a warning. "Do not seek the sorcerer's tomb," the last entry read. "For there lies the heart of the curse, and disturbing it will bring only doom to Eldertree." Marcus and Lydia left the cabin, the mystery deepening. They decided to find the sorcerer's tomb, hoping to uncover the truth and end the disappearances. Returning to the village, they found Agnes. She revealed that the tomb was hidden in the oldest part of the forest, guarded by ancient magic and forgotten by most. With Agnes's directions, they set out the next morning. The villagers watched in silence, their hopes pinned on the detective and the journalist. The deeper they ventured into the forest, the denser it became. The trees seemed to close in around them, and an unsettling silence filled the air. After hours of searching, they found a clearing with an ancient stone altar at its center. Inscribed on the altar were more protective runes and an ominous warning. "Here lies the sorcerer," the inscription read. "Disturb his rest, and suffer his wrath." Lydia felt a chill as they read the words, but Marcus remained resolute. They searched the area and found a hidden entrance beneath the altar. It led to a dark, narrow tunnel descending deep into the earth. Armed with flashlights, they entered the tunnel. The air grew colder as they descended, and the walls were lined with more of the glowing runes. At the end of the tunnel, they found a large chamber. In the center was a stone sarcophagus, covered in dust and cobwebs, untouched for centuries. Lydia photographed everything while Marcus examined the sarcophagus. There were no visible means of opening it, but an inscription hinted at a hidden mechanism. As they searched for the mechanism, Lydia noticed something strange. The runes on the walls were not just protective, they formed a pattern, pointing to a specific spot. Following the pattern, Marcus pressed a stone, and with a rumble, the sarcophagus lid slowly slid open, revealing a skeleton clutching a tattered book. The book was the sorcerer's grimoire, filled with spells and curses. Lydia carefully opened it, searching for anything that could help them lift the curse. The final pages detailed the sorcerer's curse on Eldertree and a countercurse to lift it. The countercurse required a ritual at the altar under a full moon. As luck would have it, the full moon was that very night. They hurried back to the village, preparing for the ritual that could save Eldertree. The villagers gathered at the altar, their faces a mix of hope and fear. Marcus and Lydia, following the grimoire's instructions, began the countercurse ritual. They chanted the ancient words, and the runes on the altar glowed brighter with each verse. A sudden wind picked up, swirling around the villagers. The glowing orbs reappeared, circling the altar. One by one, they vanished into the night sky, and a sense of peace settled over the clearing. The ritual completed, the villagers felt a weight lift from their shoulders. Marcus and Lydia had broken the curse, and the missing villagers began to reappear. One by one, they emerged from the forest, dazed but unharmed. Eliza was among them, her face filled with gratitude and relief. The villagers celebrated, their joy palpable. The curse had been lifted, and Eldertree was safe once more, thanks to Marcus and Lydia's bravery. Marcus and Lydia stayed a few more days, ensuring all was well. The villagers shared stories of their ordeal, grateful for their help and the end of their nightmare. Before leaving, Agnes gave Lydia a small, carved amulet. "For protection," she said. "You've done much for us. This will keep you safe on your journeys." As they drove away from Eldertree, the village now a distant memory, Marcus and Lydia reflected on their adventure and the bond they had formed. "I never thought I'd see the day when I'd believe in curses," Marcus admitted. Lydia smiled, her skepticism replaced by newfound wonder. "Sometimes, the supernatural is just another part of our world," she said. "We just have to open our minds to it." Marcus nodded thoughtfully. They returned to the city, their story making headlines. Eldertree's tale of mystery and courage captivated readers, sparking interest in other forgotten legends. Marcus continued his detective work with a renewed perspective, while Lydia's articles took on a new depth, blending skepticism with an openness to the unknown. They kept in touch, their friendship growing stronger with each case they solved together, each mystery deepening their understanding of the world's hidden layers. The village of Eldertree flourished, the fear of the curse replaced by a sense of unity and hope. The villagers often spoke of their two heroes with fondness. Years later, Marcus and Lydia revisited Eldertree. The village had changed, but the memory of the curse and their bravery remained etched in its history. They were welcomed as old friends, and the villagers shared how their lives had improved since the curse was lifted. Eldertree was now a symbol of resilience. Agnes, now even older but still sharp, greeted them warmly. "The curse may be gone, but the story lives on," she said. "You are always part of Eldertree's legacy." As they walked through the village, Marcus and Lydia felt a deep connection to the place and its people. Their adventure had changed them in ways they never imagined. Eldertree was no longer just a village with a dark past. It was a testament to the power of courage, friendship, and the unyielding spirit of its inhabitants. They said their goodbyes, promising to return. The village had become a second home, a place where they had faced their fears and emerged stronger. Driving away, they knew many mysteries still awaited them. But Eldertree would always hold a special place in their hearts, a reminder of their greatest adventure. And so, Detective Marcus Hale and journalist Lydia Winters continued their journey, ready to uncover the secrets of the world, one mystery at a time.